Coming at you live. Oh, wait, shit. I have to reread this because my light just died. Coming at you live.
Did you say my wife just died?
My wife is dead.
Hold on, I gotta reread this note. My wife just died. Rude.
Boo. Boo.
Booing your dead wife.
Your wife's mad at staying alive. Boo.
Alright, so it's coming at you live from the mud pits of Woodstock 97. It's the Our Lady piece of unwanted back rubs, the Sons of Death.
Very good.
Very excellent. Oh, incredibly quality.
Oh,
Well.
good. There we
I
go.
thought that was a subtle hint to sounds.
Why would I
sometimes.
fucking snap? Only obnoxious people and hippies at poetry readings snap.
And soccer moms cheering
Those
for
are
their children.
beatniks, not hippies for the last time.
If you can describe
You
to
got
me
that
how
right.
they smell different, then I will accept that. To me, they
So
smell
beatnik-
exactly the same.
Beatniks are called beatniks because they smell like fucking beats.
Yeah, and hippies are called hippies because they smell like fucking hips, you idiot.
Wait.
Is that what patchouli smells like?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait
Absolutely.
Is that what quartz
minute.
crystals smell like?
Well, that yes, as a matter of fact.
Wait a minute.
But I don't know how.
Da, 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 da.
Hey, to start with, am I like still on a big delay this time?
No, you're good.
So just so everyone knows, I'm in the middle of the ocean. Because I decided that
You just went full robot.
very good.
I'm in the middle of the ocean. Ooh, I have a bit of news.
Okay, you're pregnant again.
Again! I didn't beat teen pregnancy. I'm the most teen pregnant. I'm pregnant with a teen.
You're not.
Oh.
Wait. Whoa, hold on.
No, but one of our listeners, one of our 11 listeners,
Yes.
Quality.
Elizabeth Esposito, has decided to make a drinking game based on the podcast.
Oh, well, that's not. I don't condone that.
I don't condone that either. We never
Little
condone alcohol consumption because that's immoral.
I condone it because really it's the only way to fucking tolerate us. Fuck.
Well,
No, my theory
want
is
to
that
include.
it needs to be a heroin shooting game based on how many syllables we use.
Great idea.
Well, but Zach,
If
I haven't told you. I told
Do heroin.
it's a heroin game.
Very good.
Ooh, robot
More.
Zach.
Why am I a robot?
But so, Liz Esposito has created a drinking game, and the rules are as follows. You are to drink every time Ben cackles like a weasel. You're supposed to drink every time Zach deadpans something absurd. You're supposed to drink whenever Anthony is bleeped or says anything mildly anti-Semitic.
That's a tough one on me.
And the final one is you're supposed to drink whenever Jake tells a joke that falls flat.
This might be a
Very
rough
good.
week for them because we're talking about Oscar nominations.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm
Oh,
like,
heavens. This might be a rough week for me because I don't even know what an Oscar is.
oh, that's the point, though.
He's a green man who lives in the trash.
Oh,
It's horrible and smells bad.
is that? Oh,
Now,
but-
first off, I think Ben wanted to get something off of his chest in regards
Yes.
to Netflix's newest movie.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm glad we're starting with this. So the Cloverfield Paradox was released right after the
wait,
Super Bowl.
another one?
Yeah. And it's
Oh,
dog
God.
shit. It's fucking abysmal.
I imagine. And
No, as Robot Zach,
You remember that episode of SpongeBob with the robots?
It has a certain musical quality to it because Zach just starts and then
so did my transition.
Zach, try putting yourself on speakerphone.
I'm on. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh, that's crystal clear, actually.
That one was flawless.
How?
I think
How do
it's.
you do that?
I think it knows every time you're about to make a point.
I mean, it's figured it out so far. Did
Lord.
you hear the?
It's to the.
You sound like horribly auto-tuned.
Is that any better?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, now it's better.
Okay. Well, did you hear the John Candy joke?
No.
No.
There was a fucking John Candy joke. I'm furious now. There's a John Candy joke. I'm not gonna repeat it.
Oh,
Okay, I'm
God.
gonna repeat it. Ready?
Yes.
So the plot of the new Cloverfield revolve around John Candy coming back to life and getting clogged in the intake of the spaceship.
That would be a much better movie than what we got.
God damn it!
That was worth it to wait for.
So
Okay, very
let
good.
me break down the Cloverfield paradox real quick. And
Okay.
Anthony, chime in with whatever I miss because I believe you and I are the only one who's actually watched it.
That's
Yeah,
true.
and I was mostly not paying attention, so let's see how this goes.
I paid attention immaculately, apparently.
As you
So
will.
a bunch of ethnic stereotypes from many different countries are together on one ship, and some
Is it
sort
space or a boat?
of
Clarify.
in a space boat.
Okay.
It's a space boat satellite.
Elon
Okay.
Musk. The plot of this movie involves Elon Musk moving the oceans to space so that he can sail the starry seas.
So is this about the crew of that Volkswagen Bug that he?
Yeah,
Put
it's
into
the
orbit.
crew. It's the one-man crew of the Tesla he shot into orbit.
I mean, it's actually very big to operate that dummy, that mascot, as it were. It takes 14 people to
And
move
you
around
just
inside of it. very
Slowly
fast.
watch him run out of oxygen for 14 hours, and that's
Again,
So
far
it's
more
just-
entertaining than the actual movie, The Cloverfield Paradox. So we start out.
Okay.
I was wrong actually. We start out with English lady being like, my kids are dead," and then her husband being like, "Yup." And then we're in space.
that's literally
Very
how
good.
it goes.
Very, very good.
And so then a German man who's very persnickety is talking about technology, and a Russian man who doesn't like the German man because of both World War II and current World War
Okay.
is all like, "Hey, fuck you, German guy. You know what I do? I make sure all the things are clean because I'm a Russian."
But that's not even an appropriate stereotype.
But hating the Germans is.
Yes, it is. That is an appropriate stereotype.
And the German man and the Chinese girl, who are both engineers, are like kissy kissy goo goo, kind of? They never.
So now you're going away forever, which is bad.
What?
All right, well, basically the German man and the Chinese woman team up, and they're like, we're going to save this Hadron Collider in space.
Oh, yeah,
solve
and it's
world hunger.
it's just a big particle accelerator in space.
So they launched CERN into space? That's a great concept.
Yeah,
Right?
basically
It's a
they
great
launched it in
concept,
space.
but they fuck it up. They fuck it up.
Because,
Go
oh,
on.
look, they turn it on after spending 5 years up there because they can't fucking learn to jiggle the handle and hit it a couple times.
Yeah.
Transport them to an alternate goddamn reality, and they're like, oh, we can't find Earth. Oh wait, we're just on the other side of the sun. Oh god, everybody's blowing everything up on Earth.
Oh yeah, so in the beginning, they really make sure to shoehorn this in. They do a close up of a news broadcast of a man, Stambler, Chris Stambler, I think it is. He's got the same last name as the guy from 10 Cloverfield Lane. You know, that really good Cloverfield movie.
Yes.
That acceptable Cloverfield movie.
I really fucking like 10 Cloverfield Lane.
No, well, I'll fight you after this broadcast.
That's fine.
Wait, which one's the Stambler? The man who is?
The 10 Cloverfield Lane Stambler is Johnny Goodman, and then it's a different man in this one.
Okay.
And he's just like,
well, yes.
Guys, if you turn on the Big Hadron Collider in space, you could be teleported to another dimension or an alternate universe.
Also, monsters could come out.
And everyone's just like, bah, not him.
So, all right.
And so they turn it on and monsters come out. The Russian guy explodes because worms, apparently.
One dude has a hand that gets possessed and helps him find Earth.
Yeah,
wait a minute. That's been used, but that's a device that cannot be used again. Possessed hands are not fair game anymore.
Oh, not possessed hands, multiverse hands.
Oh god.
So he gets sucked into the wall, and then his multiverse hand is in their ship, and the hand starts writing things down, and they're like, "Oh man, where's the gyroscopic thing?" Turns out it's in the Russian.
Yeah, they cut open the Russian and found the gyroscopic stapler, which makes no sense.
Yeah. As to why he was also full of worms.
Oh yeah, everybody's full of worms at some point.
Oh, and then then a woman appears into the wall, and she's like, "Help me! I know you, Hamilton, and like the rest of you." And then she's like, "The German's gonna betray us all," and everyone's like, immediately believes her. Instead of being like, maybe some things are fucky in this alternate universe we are in. Like, here's the thing that pissed me off the most about the Cloverfield Paradox. None of those dumb motherfuckers who are literal sci-fi stereotypes had ever read another book about science fiction. No, I did just once in one of these movies. I want someone to come out, just like open their door. They haven't been seen before. They're just like, oh yeah, that's the fucking Polish writer who's on our team, and he just comes out, yeah, multiverse guys, some stuff's gonna be fucked. So like,
wait, you're saying that the dude from The Lady in Water, the M. Night Shyamalan, who is the critic and is predicting the plotline as it goes on, should have just been on there, because that would have been a better movie.
It would have. It really would have. Because like everyone's like, I don't know what's going on. Who's this blonde lady? Let's believe her immediately. And then she turns out to be a bad guy because she's like 6'7" and blonder than the gills. It's fucking.
So the real German in the scene.
Yeah, she's the real German.
Okay.
No, real airy.
Oh yeah.
Real aerated.
Yeah. But like then the main character Hamilton's all like, my family's alive on this Earth, and everyone's like, don't go to Earth. You're also alive on this Earth and not on the spaceship, so that's gonna do bad things.
But also, that Earth is in the middle of the World War, so why would she want to go to that Earth anyway?
And, completely ignoring the fact that, all the multiverse redundancies are getting pretty neatly murdered in succession.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. When they show up in the new alternate reality, they blow up the version of the space station from the alternate reality, and everybody gets real pissed off.
Yeah, and then blonde girl's like, I want to go home, and you're going to go back to your reality, and that means I'll have to come with you. And they're all like, okay. Yeah, okay.
And then somebody makes a space gun for no reason.
Yeah, the Russian guy, somehow, because fuck, has the codes to just make a fucking space gun. And it was one of those shitty, 3D printed Liberator guns.
Oh, God. very good.
And it shoots like pen caps.
And it kills
Which
like
we've
5
covered in
people.
another episode, if you're paying attention.
Yes, we're going to build a Liberator and improve it, mostly with flames.
And more pen caps.
It's more pen cap. And then, so like the one character who I actually liked, the Brazilian guy, he's just kind of like there for the whole movie and then dies.
He's like real sad, and then he's dead.
He's real sad and real Christian, and then he's dead.
As with most things in Brazil.
Yeah, and my favorite part is when they're just like running down the stereotypes in the beginning, and they're about to turn on the machine, and the Irish guy and the Brazilian guy are like, "Hold on, guys, we gotta say our prayers."
Oh,
and
heavens.
everyone else rolls their eyes. It's like, oh, the Irish and the Brazilian, and then they say a prayer, and then the Irish guy fist bumps the Brazilian guy and says, "Righteous."
Yeah, straight up, that does happen.
That is a part in this, like...
That's horrid. Catholicism doesn't create bond, it destroys them. What? That's not even a vogue religion anymore. Why didn't they have them kneel down and pray toward wherever Mecca is from space?
They're constantly just shifting their prayer mats. Like,
How come you haven't started up the Large Hadron Collider in space? Dude, we gotta get our fucking prayer mats centered.
Just have prayer circles.
Yeah, they build a gyroscope for the prayer mat.
They actually they build a gyroscope, but out in space, so they got a spacewalk to their prayer mats.
Oh, God.
Truly
So much could go wrong.
That would be a much more exciting movie than what we fucking got. It's like, oh, hey, here's the journey of the 3 Muslim crew, and they got to go out to their prayer mats because it has to face Mecca. And then they do it, and then they go back inside, and everyone's like, hey, man, how was your prayer session? They're like, pretty good, pretty good. Instead, we got the Cloverfield Paradox, this dog shit piece of fuck.
Well, I mean, we made it better.
The best part, though, is that they keep following the lady's husband on Earth as the first Cloverfield movie is happening, and it's the dumbest thing. He's like, oh, look, this building just blew up because a monster was in here. I hear somebody crying. Instead of leaving, I'm going to go pick up this person.
He's straight up
kidnapped a little white girl. Yeah, what do I do now?
Everything he does is straight up stranger danger. It's like, hey, I got this little girl, gonna take her in my car. Hey, I'm trying to call your parents, but the phone won't go through. And she's like, I wish there was more nice people. He pulls out some M&Ms being like, I'm the nicest guy you'll ever meet.
And he never even verifies if she's a foster kid or not.
And then he takes her to a fucking bunker.
Wait, the same bunker? Please don't make it be the same
No, it's
bunker.
not.
I think it's supposed to be the same bunker.
No, it's set up differently. It's set up very differently.
Oh, is it?
Okay.
Yeah, no, and they're
That's
in
good, at
Britain,
least.
so it has to be a different. If they've made it the same bunker and he's about to fucking 10 Cloverfield Lane that little girl, she did not learn stranger danger. Like, the minute he hands her some fucking Skittles and opens the door to fucking Bunker Town, Great Britain, she should have been like, oh, so this is the end. This is my story's just closed now. That's the end of that case file.
And the opening of a missing person case.
Wow, that
So
sounds like true.
The movie ends with them getting back to their original Earth, and they're falling through the clouds, and then basically a big Cloverfield monster gomps them.
Yeah, they fall right beside. They fall into the clouds, and then boom, a giant Cloverfield monster's like, yeah, yeah.
Credit.
And then that's that?
Yeah, and that's the end of the movie. It's just like, hey, we explained Cloverfield. It was fucking science. Science did it. You guys, science did it.
Well, that's
back out, science. I think you're in over your head.
J.J. Abrams, no one wants to hear about your fucking mystery box.
God, I'm gonna murder J.J. Abrams.
J.J.
Let the
Abrams.
world.
I wouldn't even be bothered by that.
Yeah, it'd be a
Get him on. Get him on our
speed
Twitter
dial.
feed.
Get him on
Get him
speed
on
dial.
speed dial. Let him know I'm coming. Yeah, I want to give him a head start.
Oh, he's a frail man. He can't run that fast.
Exactly. He needs all that space that he can get.
The 30+ hours it would take for you to get from where you are to LA
would equal and make up for the 30+ hours of thought total that he put into that film, it sounds like.
Well, I think you give him too much credit on the 30 hours.
Well, and that was
I think it was more like 6.
He was just producing. It was just his company producing that. The actual director, whoever his dog shit idiot name is,
J.J. Rabrams.
May Babrams.
This is my son, May Babrams.
Hello, I'm J.J. Abrams.
This is my son.
He's like a German by way of the valley. Like, what the fuck? Hello, yeah, this is my son, J.J. Abrams.
Whoa.
You know, I'm gonna get gender reassignment therapy, and then I'm gonna change my name to J.J. Abrams, and then I'm going to become a porn star.
Oh.
No.
You can be in the last the
Okay, so the guy who directed this movie is named, hold on, I got it, Julius Ona, and he has directed only short films before the Cloverfield Paradox.
Oh, and that's
so he got
with names like Goodbye Chicken, Farewell Goat.
Wait, 2 separate films, Goodbye Chicken and
No, same film.
Okay.
See, this is the kind of shit that, like,
then Big Man, the girl is in trouble.
Oh.
Broken Arrows, which is not a sequel to Broken Arrow, so I'm pissed off. I'm calling Christian Slater right now. The Boundary, Don't Look Back, and Linus.
And here's the shittiest fucking thing. We're getting all these dudes who are just doing short movies and like really low budget features before being just thrown into $100 million production. And it's fucking stupid and they don't know what to fucking do with that.
In 2000, he made a short film, and if I said the title, we would lose a significant portion of the urban audience.
Oh, no.
What's the title?
No, don't say it. Or do. I'll just bleep it.
Type it.
Okay,
I mean, look, the title is...
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Oh. All right.
So just remember, everyone, the creator of the Cloverfield Paradox made a short film simply titled... Put that in your huff and sock and puff it.
Characters include a prostitute, a young black man, and some dude named BJ Clinkscales.
No.
Very good.
And they put him in charge of the Cloverfield Paradox.
Wow.
BJ Clinkscales.
Why they called you Clinkscales? Because I put a fucking wallet chain on my weed measurer.
Can you Lord. That to be less racist?
The floodgate was fucking open. Like,
I was just wanting to make an out-of-tune joke.
Like a Republican congressman, I would say in that situation they were asking.
Yeah. I don't want to put the time and fucking energy into trying to improve the Cloverfield Paradox because we already did. It's just Polish man comes out and says, "Hey, don't be a fucking moron." Or
no, I can improve it in 5 seconds. Take out your DVD of the Cloverfield Paradox, break it over your kneecap, grab a new copy of Event Horizon, and just put a new faceplate on it that says Cloverfield Paradox.
Literally, just use that fucking. So Tony, have you seen the fucking thing, the face replacement software that they're using to make fake porn with?
Oh yeah.
Ben, I was the one who told you about that.
Were you?
Yeah.
Yes, or I told Spencer about it. Yes, I have the tools downloaded. No, I told you about it because I want to use it.
Yes, I have it downloaded.
No, you did tell me about that, and yes, you should send me a link to how to get those tools. But so,
wait, where's my link? Fuck you guys.
What do you mean? Where's your link?
You're calling it on a phone.
Hey, suck a dick.
Hey, I thought about computers once.
Let me digitally edit your face onto a porn star so you can suck a dick.
Very good.
No, but here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna take the faces from the characters in Cloverfield Paradox and put them over the faces of the people in Event Horizon. And then the movie's gonna be better.
Yeah,
Would you look at that?
Disagree with that.
Yeah.
There, we fixed the Cloverfield Paradox, and if anyone ever fucking mentions us again, I will personally hunt you down and kill you with a fucking spatula. Don't fuck with me on this.
Rubber spatula or like grill spatula?
No, I'm gonna go to REI, buy one of those shitty floppy half bowl, half spatula combos, and fucking sodomize someone. I am not fucking around.
I didn't know that REI sells. That's not even gonna be a funny joke. I'm gonna back out now. I'm backing out.
You're in over your head. You better back out.
As a segue to our next topic,
yes,
most of us haven't seen any of the Best Picture nominations, and I have no clue what they're all about. So we're going to read them off one by one and theorize what it is about.
All right.
All right. Number 1, Call Me by Your Name.
A man with amnesia confuses himself for his elderly and dominatrix neighbor and landlord.
What?
Buff?
Is that a real movie?
It's called Call Me by Your Name. That's all I know about it. It could be about anything.
Second option, man with dominatrix fetish only wants to be called by the dominatrix's name, causing the dominatrix to be thrown into an existential crisis. Call me Sweet Pea, but I'm Sweet Pea.
Call me Sweet Pea.
Fuck me, I'm you. Fuck you.
Fuck me?
Anybody else got any guesses?
No, I mean that one put a button on that one.
Is that
a
real movie?
Yeah, I have a theory on the second one, Darkest Hour, which I assume is about the first gay porn scene.
No, it's
it's a foreign film as to what a Bengalese man understands the LA blackouts to be like.
Whoa.
No, it's a reskin of the Osama bin Laden killing, where none of the helicopters crash and everyone's drinking mimosas.
It's actually really not dark at all.
I think it's a Wes Anderson version of the Rodney King riot.
So this year's nominee, Zero Dark 30, is what now?
Darkest Hour?
Yeah, Zero Dark 30.
Zero Darkest Hour 30?
Yeah, 0. Now we're at a complete hour, so like 1:30. One
dark 30.
A group of steel mill workers who have been drinking into the night that we don't see. They had just finished up with their adventure. Look at the clock and it's 2:30 a.m. And they go, "Wow, this is the darkest hour. We should go home."
And then someone says, "No, it isn't, you idiot. All the hours past noon are dark." And then everyone's confused.
And then it zooms out and they're in Alaska.
Past noon?
Yeah, you heard me.
Dude, I didn't.
Fucking stutter.
Oh boy.
Oh no,
right.
The Darkest Hour. Here's a hot take on it. It's an offshoot spin-off of 30 Days of Night, but it all just follows one dude as he has to navigate his way through the vampire-infested town to take a dump, and he's really gotta go. This is The Darkest Hour.
30 Days a Night was pretty awful.
Are you fucking kidding me? That movie's fucking awesome.
I thought it was pretty garbage. I saw it on Sci-Fi.
Which one?
Oh, you saw the fucking TV edit then?
Yeah, I saw the TV edit of it. So
what?
30
Days of Night. It's like an Alaskan town, right? Or something like that. And it's really
30.
dark.
It's the same fucking movie.
And Osama bin Laden's a vampire.
They go to kill Osama bin Laden.
Actually, I would watch the fuck out of that movie. A bunch of vampires hunt Osama bin Laden. right, Tony.
So the next film on the list is Get Out, which I actually have seen.
I have seen that one as well.
You skipped Dunkirk.
Oh yeah, sorry, I skipped Dunkirk, which is
That's the movie where you are an airplane, right?
No, it's obviously about Dunkirk, New York.
Yeah. Shot from the perspective of the Luftwaffe.
In current day.
One lone Luftwaffe accidentally time travels to Dunkirk, Minnesota.
Yeah, it's like Final Countdown, but with the Luftwaffe.
Yeah.
Lord.
This does not look alright. What is happening? Hello, command. Hi, you've reached KB109 Public Radio. You're not command.
Oh.
Command is different.
He then lands.
Command is different, yeah.
He then lands his plane and immediately starts Dippin' Dots.
The future, but from the past.
I would welcome a film about the founding of Dippin' Dots. They did the Steve Jobs thing, so why don't they do the Dippin' Dots guy?
No, that's a good point.
It'd be 2 hours of him throwing ice cream into fucking nitrous, being like,
pouring liquid nitrogen all over his ice cream in an attempt to avenge himself of some horrid evil that no one speaks
or
of.
desperately trying to commit suicide. Just this'll fucking do it.
Hey, they turn into little balls. I can save like 3 pounds of air and sell that instead.
Weird.
But for Get Out, I've already seen it, so I don't know if I can comment on that because I very much liked Get Out.
I think it sounds like a movie about. Oh, this is the one where all those animals from Madagascar escape Madagascar, right?
Yes. Yes, it is. It's Madagascar 3, Get Out.
Is that racist? I feel like that's racist.
Where they're all taken and turned into fucking like Soviet space animals.
I was gonna say Pier 1 import furniture, but that works.
Those are their two options.
Charlene,
to get
look
out.
at this beautiful zebra print couch.
They either have to get on the Soviet space program ship or the Pier 1 imports ship.
That's it. Those are the only 2 options.
I'd take the Soviet ship.
The conflict is them sitting round circle trying to decide which death is better.
Drawing straws. But they all have hooves so they can't grab them.
And then they're taken to the Pier 1 ship anyway.
Yeah, it's like the last shot of the movie is like the side where it says like USSR falling away and just says Pier 1 imports.
It's just like a shitty little like vent sticker.
but then the Pier 1 import ship is then summarily launched into space by the Soviets. So that other creatures can know about what we turn into couches.
All right, so the next one on our list is Lady Bird.
Obviously, it's about a girl bird.
No, it's a spin-off about the dog from King of the Hill.
Oh my god, yes!
I'd watch a King of the Hill feature length.
I knew it was sentient.
I'd watch a feature length King of the Hill movie.
I want to see how Lady Bird the dog gets along with Khan. Maybe she's friends with Khan.
It's a mashup like they've been doing with all the superhero movies where they meld the Star Wars universe with the King of the Hill universe.
Arlen, Texas becomes the new rebel base.
Tusken Raiders, but I know I don't like them.
That goddamn Poe Dameron's flying his ship about my yard again. Dale, you still got my ladder? I'm gonna go give him a piece of my mind.
All right, we definitely just made that better.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what Lady Bird was about previously. It's better now.
Right,
it's a mashup of fucking Star Wars and King of the Hill.
But Dad, I want to be a Jedi, Dad.
But Dad, if I join the Sith, I want to join the Rebels, Dad.
Goddamn, First Order, goddamn, ruin my lawnmower trying to get my Camaro fixed up, and goddamn First Order take it for parts.
Well,
I know what we need to abandon this podcast for now.
Yeah.
Licensing rights. George.
So, Phantom Thread is the next one.
Oh, it's literally just the Emperor's New Clothes, but told in modern day. And I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and say that Denis Villeneuve is directing it. It's got something to do with family.
I'm gonna guess that it is a ghost story about a ball of yarn.
I'm gonna guess that it's a ghost story about a bolognese sauce.
Ooh, Phantom Thread. It's a retelling of Charlotte's Web, but it's a horror movie now.
And the only thing that they change is the spider is 4 times bigger.
The only thing that changed is the
so still pretty non-threatening, killable by a human.
The spider is 4 times bigger, and the pig is now much, much larger.
The spider's bigger, and the pig is a human, and the human has an axe, and the spider has big fangs.
And they all teach each other a lesson about kindness and sharing.
As they're all sharing this axe kindly with your head.
And they're all played by Sean Astin.
Very good, except for the Andy Serkis lookalike, which is actually played by Andy Serkis.
Which is where they just sewed a bunch of Andy Serkis arms onto Andy Serkis and had him mocap the spider.
I really want someone to do a movie about Andy Serkis where Andy Serkis doesn't play himself.
Yeah. But he has to do his mocap performance if someone else plays him. They put David Bowie's face on Andy Serkis and have him mocap it.
Why is he such an unfortunate-looking man?
Because that's how you get into CGI.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, J.R.R. Tolkien based Gollum off of Andy Serkis.
Yeah. Andy Serkis has been alive since 1806.
Back when the original Lord of the Rings was written, J.R.R. Tolkien had Andy Serkis in mind.
Well, originally, Peter Jackson was going to use Sam Rockwell for the motion capture performance, and then he found Andy Serkis living in the clouds. And coaxed him down with a bunch of Cheez-Its.
And Sam Rockwell just danced away.
Sam Rockwell wasn't even mad. Well, we were going to use this other actor, but then we found Andy Serkis in a pile of fish heads by a wharf, so...
And seeing as I chaperoned his birth, I think that we need to put him into this film. Peter Jackson chaperoned not only Andy Serkis' conception, but also his birth.
And in and out, and in and out.
Good. Let me just pop you right back in.
Oh, looks like you've slipped out.
I'm gonna adjust your form here.
All right, what's the next one?
The next one is just The Post.
Well, I mean, it's about that. It's a documentary about the Post in the Matrix. You know, the one that Neo pulls out of the ground in the second movie to beat up all the agents with.
Oh, okay, nice. That makes sense.
I was just gonna say
it's about the founding of the. It's about the founding of the New York Times.
I hate you.
It is 3.5 hours uncut of someone desperately trying to pull a Post out of a farm in Poland.
I think
3.5 hours of Tom Hanks going on Tinder dates.
3.5 hours. But every time they just go, "Oh, you're America's dad. I can't love you."
And he's like, "But I want to give you the Post."
Ooh. He gently weeps.
It's a
After
remake.
he pays the bill, he gently weeps.
It's a remake of Big, but Tom Hanks is always an adult and he just wants to get his dick wet.
Even though it's 3.5 feet long.
And they call it The Post.
All right, we figured it out.
Boom.
All right, that must be it.
The next one is The Shape of Water.
It's
very easy.
Round, duh.
Yeah, wait.
All right, no. See, this movie begs a deeper question: is water wet?
It's Bill Nye. It's Bill Nye stuck in an ice cube for 2 hours, trying desperately to reach the phone, but the ice cube is too heavy for him to lift himself. And he has to wait for the janitor to come in with a fucking hairdryer to thaw him out.
Well, I'm not watching that one.
But the janitor doesn't bring the hairdryer; he brings the leaf blower.
And it's Guillermo del Toro.
And he still has that lisp from the Star Wars movies.
Hello, yes, I'm here. I am Guillermo del Toro, and I'm here to unfreeze you. That's a leaf blower. Yes. And then Hideo Kojima jumps out of the woodwork and yells, "Surprise!"
Yeah, really, this is just like a preview for Hideo Kojima's next.
It's another preview for Death Stranding.
It's actually just 2.5 hours long now.
All right, and then the last Best Picture nominee is 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Well, obviously, it's about 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri.
No, actually,
But what's
it's
on
about
them?
2 billboards outside of Chicago, Wyoming.
Outside? Outside of where, Ben? I didn't hear the end.
Outside?
Just 3 billboards outside.
Outside of Chicago, Wyoming.
So, guys, I think that this one is actually about a mother who personally challenges local authorities to solve her daughter's murder when they fail to catch the culprit.
You read
you
the
just
fucking
look up
Wikipedia.
I think you just looked it up.
Nah, it's just a hunch.
You know what? No, I'm gonna agree with Zach. It sounds like the kind of story that's about a bereaved mother who's really taking the law into her own hands and challenging the authorities that have failed her so far outside of Ebbing, Missouri.
No, personally, I think it's about putting up 3 Denny's billboards and how 30 people died while they were attempting to because of the high wind.
It's a historical
I'd watch that movie.
it's a historical reimagining of the Union Pacific building to honor the death of all the Chinese people who died building the railroad, but it's 3 Denny's and Missouri.
And the signs go on
Missouri.
sideways.
And the signs are a train and all the people are
Signs
trains.
are actually facing the wrong way.
The signs are slanted.
Oh no!
Whoa.
Oh,
God
Ben,
damn
make sure you
it.
catch my comment on that one and bleep it out, please.
You can leave mine in.
No.
Yeah, leave it.
No. I want people to keep
Oh, man.
listening, and all the people I know who listen are sensitive.
Wait, sensitive people shouldn't be listening to a word I say.
Oh yeah, no. Oh,
You should beep out everything I say.
is that the last? Is that the last of our Oscar nominations?
Yes, but we also have animated feature,
Okay.
Ooh.
which are The Boss Baby.
Oh, God. Is that like a reskin of Air Bud with children?
It's Air Bud, but it's a baby, and in a CEO environment, and at the end they still have to put him down.
Oh no, because he couldn't sink 3-pointers enough.
It all still hinges on a little league basketball game.
The next one is called The Breadwinner.
That's
Well,
just
I
clearly
think-
about a single father.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's just
it.
about
Just
the single father. He has
daily
no
life
children
of
But
now.
he
single
owns
father.
a bakery.
Which is ironic
Single-
because he owns a coal forge.
Single father, but he has no children. So like, why is he a father?
He baked them all
Yeah,
into the
there's-
bread.
Oh.
He baked his own children out of bread.
Oh God, little bread minions.
It's a dark, witty, gritty reboot of The Gingerbread Man.
Except told from the baker's perspective, and he's a single father.
I'd watch
Okay.
that.
The next one is called Coco.
Obviously, it's about the Colombian drug cartel, and I will not accept any other answers. Moving on.
All right, the next one is called Ferdinand.
And that's
Obviously,
about
it's
how
about the
Hershey,
Colombian drug cartel.
That's about how Hershey and Nestle teamed up to free all the slaves in the world.
And then enslave them at their own chocolate camps.
No, and give them choco opportunities.
Choco
opportunities.
In the cocoa-tastic field of slavery.
Of being slaves.
For whatever Nestle does. I don't know what they do. What do they do?
They make water and also candy.
They produce water. I pee into a bottle and sell it.
I've pissed into this cup, now sell it.
So they trap the urine of their constantly urinating slaves and then
Yeah.
refuse to purify it before shipping it across an ocean, which strangely purifies
To
it.
be fair, the water that is leaking constantly out of the slaves is very fine and very healthy in its mineral content.
They make the slaves eat sand so that it naturally gets filtered through their system.
They have them wear charcoal underwear.
As you can see, Nestle has a very sophisticated slave highway.
Boys, I have to bow out.
Same.
Sorry.
It's almost dinner. Gotta go eat some din time.
Let's sign off then.
Did
Tony.
Andrew say the last?
Yes.
Okay, get the last one. Well, you know what?
It's the last one. It's just called Loving Vincent. I assume it's about people being like, Vincent Price was the greatest actor ever.
It's an orgy featuring Vincent Price.
It's like everybody hates Raymond except everybody loves Raymond.
All right, Tony, hit us with a sign off.
Deal.
Great work, everybody.